see all that tonight and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout tonight's experience, you'll see the whales swimming together in unison. These synchronized movements help to strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just one of the many reasons they are known as the ocean's top predators. Their scientific name is Orcas. Their common name is killer whales, but all 5 of our whales have unique personal names: Tuar, Safari, and Kamea. And joining us out front tonight are our 2 males, Tuar and Kylan. Kamea is our youngest whale at just 9 years old. Tuar, her mother, is our oldest whale at 32 years old. Tuar is also the matriarch of our whale pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us and all take an active role in their own healthcare and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. And joining us tonight in the slide art are Jacob and Kylan to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. One of the very first behaviors that we train our whales is called a flip present. This is where they present their tail flips to the trainers, as you can see Tuar doing. Now in this position, not only do we see the entire underside of his body, but we also have access to the easy-to-see shallow veins that run right through the underside of his tail. Our veterinarians will collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month during the whale's monthly physical. Now throughout tonight's presentation, you'll also notice the trainers giving the whales back rubs, pectoral flipper massages, and tail rubs. This is because they have very sensitive skin and is an excellent way to strengthen our relationship with them. Now collecting blood is just one of the ways that we can ensure the health of these amazing animals. Another important diagnostic is how much each whale weighs. Now in order to get an accurate weight, we will ask the whales to slide their entire body out of the water onto a whale-sized scale in one of our back pools. Now in that position, you'll notice that a good portion of their body, from their dorsal fin all the way down to their tail, is still in the water. This area is called the peduncle, and it's packed with powerful muscles that can weigh several hundred pounds. So, for us to get an accurate weight, we simply ask the whales to lift up their head and their tail at the same time. Now this doing every single week is how we know that as of Tuesday morning, Kylan, our largest killer whale, is weighing in at over 9,580 pounds. Now we are weigh our whales every single week to make sure those younger whales are growing properly and the older whales are maintaining a healthy body weight. These and other husbandry behaviors help us to ensure the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Now, killer whales learn through observational learning and mimicry, which basically means that they learn necessary life skills simply by watching their mother or other members of their killer whale pod. Here at SEAWORLD, they also learn by watching us and mimicking our movements. Now we have a nice volunteer, Jesse, who is going to help us show you how killer whales get a better view of their surroundings by leaving their entire body all the way out of the water. Now we're going to ask him to give us a big wave and see what Tuar does. Look at that, he's paying so close attention to you. Now killer whales are very curious and we often see the whales spy hopping to get a better look around the pool Now, killer whales communicate in a variety of different ways, and the use of vocalizations is one of them. Killer whales use sounds to communicate with each other by making different types of sounds come out of that blowhole on the very top of their head. They can also communicate by tapping various body parts on the surface of the water, as you can see Tuar doing. So let's ask Tuar to demonstrate a vocalization for us. Awesome job, Tuar! So as we said, killer whales can also communicate by tapping various body parts on the surface of the water, or even leaping all the way out in a behavior called a breach. Now that sound can be heard for miles around. You see, sound travels about 4.5 times faster through the water than it does through the air. So the sound of that breach can communicate to whales miles away. Now, as we've learned, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and coming down with a huge splash. SEAWORLD's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries surrounding these amazing animals. For example, we know the gestational period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain out in the ocean. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. That's why SEAWORLD works with our partners, such as the Norwegian Orca survey, to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the greatest expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create baits that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs.
How you doing, baby?
Most importantly, they go on, communicating and forming as a team. Here's footage of killer whales around the school of herring. A whale dips it in beads, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tails.
Hello everyone, how's the weather tonight? Wonderful, we are so glad to have y'all here. There we go. And if you couldn't tell, we're having things aren't going quite as we planned right now. The two males were out here earlier, like Kylan and Tuar, and all of our training is done through positive reinforcement, which means that they always have a choice to participate or not. And what we saw a little bit earlier was Kylan was choosing to not participate in this segment of the show. Instead, he was swimming around, which is fine. So we are so glad that you guys are all here. We want to share the killer whales with you. But the most important thing is their welfare. And so we want to make sure that we respect their decision. And what we're trying to do right now is ask if they don't want to participate in this segment. We can ask them to go to the back. And then we were going to see if we could get another group of killer whales, the 3 females, to come out to continue the show. So, if you guys can bear with us, we just need a few minutes to see if we can work that out. Again, we're so happy you guys are here, but you guys are getting an inside look of what it's actually like to be an animal trainer and how we train. So it is all based on relationship and the reinforcement history, which means all the time that we spent with them finding out the individual things that they seem to really enjoy. So again, that's what creates that positive reinforcement ability for them to be able to choose. So we cannot force them to do anything, and you guys are seeing up close and personal exactly what that looks like. So people ask us all the time, are they ever incorrect what happens when they're incorrect, and really it's not much. So we draw lots of attention when they are correct by uses that they seem to really enjoy, which, as we're watching, includes ice, toys, back rubs, and then when they're incorrect, we don't do anything at all. We don't have any way to say no. We don't have any way to tell them they're wrong. We simply just draw attention to that. And that means that it's always okay to be incorrect, it's okay to fail. But most of the time, we would prefer that they choose to participate. But again, a big part of that is making sure that that is always a choice. All right, so it looks like they're headed back there, so hopefully we will be able to get this show on the road. Sorry for the little hiccup there, folks. We're going to be right back with you, and we have a fun end of the show coming up for you guys.
So, if you were like to just stay in here, they can't do anything about it? They just keep doing this boat?
So basically they'll put his food over there. Right now he's having a moment.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animals in the ocean.
Killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to help whales.
continue to learn